Welcome to the Gentlemen Geek Podcast with your hosts Peter and Andy. Follow us on Twitter at gentlemen_geek. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Welcome into the Gentlemen Geek Podcast. I am your host, Peter, and with me as always, Andy Hara. How are you doing today, sir?
Not bad. How about you?
Not too bad. Before we begin today's show, I'd just like to let you all know that we are a bi-weekly podcast talking about everything geekdom. Check us out at gentlemengeek.com, and you can also check out our show on YouTube. Just search Gentlemen Geek Podcast. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe. We have a lot of great topics today. I'm pretty excited to get into them, and we have a big announcement at the end of the episode, so stay tuned.
Mucho grande.
Geekly Rewind.
Geekly Rewind.
Right. So, on the Geekly Rewind this week, we are going to first talk about Disney Plus, because we are a Disney Plus podcast.
Yeah.
It seems like this is coming up a lot, guys. Bear with us. This is going to be a lot more of it coming out once the show is released. It's going to be a great ride.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm really excited to get into it. And that ride begins November 12th, Tuesday.
Ooh, yeah.
So by the time you're listening to this podcast, it'll probably be one day.
Yeah, you got a day.
Yeah. So get prepared. We'll probably touch base next episode with like all the shows that all the runnings and the release dates, things like that. Probably have a segment actually on it, but we just wanted to note that. And actually, do you want to say the news about the Verizon news? Because you're the one who found it.
Oh,
And sent it to me.
so apparently, new and current Verizon users are getting a free year of Disney Plus with their subscriptions.
It's pretty awesome. That's pretty fantastic that they were able to come up with that. I think this is going to hurt AT&T a lot.
Oh yeah,
AT&T
hurts themselves.
There you go. And I agree with that. We also looked a little bit further into it as well. And if you already pre-ordered 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, whatever the deals were in the previous months,
Just adds to
right?
it.
They pause your pre-order for the subscription, and it will go into effect after the year with Verizon. So I'm sure there'll be something shady with Verizon where they'll kind of like, you'll sign up with them for the year and then you'll have to cancel that to go into your pre-order. So, just make sure you're looking at that because phone companies are shady. We'll get into the next Geekly Rewind topic here. So this is China limits playtime.
Yeah.
That was weird. IGN broke this story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to read it and we'll discuss for like a moment or something. But citizens under 18 will now be limited to only 90 minutes during the week and will be unable to play past 10 p.m. I think you brought this up before the show. How? How are you going to do that?
By the way, isn't that the parents' responsibility?
Yeah, but in good old China, the communist state that it is, everything's run by big old government. So I don't know, like maybe they register the gamer tags to the children's name and then that's how they can tell by the internet traffic flow. But
I'm going to say the only way they're going to really be able to tell is by bandwidth usage.
Yeah, bandwidth usage, then go knocking on at the door to see if it's an adult playing or if it's a child playing. That's crazy.
Although even then, you look at it from that aspect, bandwidth usage, that doesn't mean jack anymore either because I've been looking at my totals and
everything runs on the internet.
Yeah, it's staggering.
Yep, absolutely. And also, there's another thing on this too. Also, citizens under 18 will be capped at spending $57 a month on microtransactions. It's a very specific number. 57, what do they got, yen? There, whatever it is. That's different. That's a really specific number. I don't know. Maybe they did a study on the average.
Again, how
spending.
are they going to police this?
No idea. Because they put it on mommy and daddy's credit card. Well, I'm not even sure if they have credit cards.
But how are they going to police the time usage?
No idea. No idea. I don't know how they're going to do microtransactions.
If you go over? Well, probably jail time.
Probably jail time.
Dirt cellar.
Yeah, probably. There's going to be a lot of underground arcades now in China. That's probably what's going to happen. But anyway, so no more LAN parties for people in China for kids.
Nope.
We'll get on to our last Geekly Rewind topic. It's Diablo. Diablo 4. Not Diablo Mobile, but Diablo 4.
Finally.
This was awesome and grotesque
It was pretty gruesome.
It was awesome, though. And the reason why I think it's awesome is because it brings it back to Diablo 1 and Diablo 2. Those games were brutal. They were gory, brutal, true to like showing Diablo, you know? And 3, I think, missed the mark. 3 had its good points, but it seemed kind of too colorful or fruity, maybe? It was...
I lost interest pretty quick.
Yeah. And I think I played through it once, and I just didn't go back. Whereas 2, I played over.
I didn't even play through.
No. To be honest, you didn't miss much. I know there's people out there who love this game, but it's not the same as if you played 2. I played
the original.
Oh, yeah. Did you play on PS1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I played 2 also. But...
Yeah, I played 2 on the computer, which was a lot of fun. But there always seemed like, I don't know if they just did the loot drops right, or if it was just the gory and the fightiness of it or whatever, battling. But it was good. I loved it. I played it over and over and over and over again. The random dungeon encounters was amazing to me.
Well, I think that's what makes a game.
Yeah, absolutely. A dungeon crawler, especially.
Yeah.
If you don't randomize it good enough, or well enough, rather, or don't have the right loot, what's the point of picking it back up?
Mm-hmm.
You know? So, all right. So, yeah, was there... I don't think there was a release date in the trailer, was there?
No,
it was just a cinematic
just
trailer.
an announcement trailer.
Cool. All right. So with that, we will... You got anything you want to add to that? All right. So go check it out if you haven't. It is pretty gruesome, so make sure your kids aren't in the room.
Yeah.
We'll get into the news and notes.
News and notes from Everything Geek.
Nice. All right. So I'm going to zoom in on my face on that one. Ooh. Theory segment, guys.
Spoopy tigers.
Spoopy tigers. You may find out what that means one day. Theory segment. We gotta maybe come up with a better name for this. Theory craft. Theory magic. Theory time. Theory time with Andy Harrer and Peter. All right. So something came out or a statement came out from Sony saying that they want to transition players faster than ever to the next generation console. No duh. Who doesn't want to do that?
Who doesn't want the biggest and best?
So, I guess that brings up the question. What could Sony be coming up with? Is this a response to Xbox console sub-plan due out next week? Yeah, November 18th. So if you're not familiar with Xbox's subscription console thing, this flew under my radar.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, I had to actually look this up. It came up in the article discussing the Sony news with this, and I kind of like, what? And so basically, Xbox has something where you can lease a console, just like you can lease a cell phone, right? So for X amount of dollars per month for 2 years, you can put money towards a console, and you also get 2 years of Ultimate Game Pass, and it comes out to about $150 to $200 more than what the actual console costs at the end of it, is what it looks like, right?
Yeah,
it's $470 for the Xbox all digital console, the Xbox One S all digital, no disc drive, and then the Xbox One S all digital, and then the Xbox One X comes out $740. That's like what, $200 more than what the Xbox One X is now currently, right?
I paid like $500 for mine,
so about $240 more. So it's a good thing for people who can't foot the bill up front, I guess. The other good thing is that Xbox announced that they will be doing a trade-up program to the Scarlet when it releases in 2022 or 2021.
So how do you think that's going to work when you don't pay your monthly fee for the console?
It gets repoed.
Yeah, but how?
I don't know.
It's inside your house. How the hell are they going to repo it?
Well, how does Rent-A-Center do it?
They come knocking at your door, I guess, but...
Then you'll have the Xbox crew coming. You'll have Phil Spencer.
If you don't ever answer your door...
You're going to have Phil Spencer come to your door.
But I mean, seriously, think about that.
Oh, I know.
Or would they just electronically, send a signal to the Xbox and brick it?
Ooh, maybe. That's a good point because an Xbox isn't on. You have to be online to play it, right?
No, not necessarily.
No, wasn't it the first when it first came out? It was supposed to be
That's
an
what they
always-on
wanted,
console, right?
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
But
that's
the backlash on that was
always heavy. Yep.
heavy.
And then the reports of the web camera always being on and the Kinect always being on and people being able to hack into it and everything like that.
They admitted that they could.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like that was a big uproar too. Besides the always on.
I heard that thing got ripped.
Oh hell yeah! I had the privacy plate from the beginning.
Oh, I had the privacy plate too,
but you could still hear audio from it. So yeah, no. Getting back to the topic though, what do you think Sony's doing? What kind of program do you think Sony's going to come out with? It's probably going to be another lease plan.
Similar.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm actually kind of surprised that they've waited this long to do something like this.
Well, I think they're technically coming to the next gen race first.
Yes. Yeah. The PlayStation 5. No, we'll have to look that up.
Well, they're both coming out in 2020. I know Scarlet's coming out in 2020.
Yeah.
Yes.
So maybe PS5's coming out 2021. If you want to check it out on your phone, let's do that real quick and then we can check that out. But yes. So I'll just go over the prices real quick while you look that up. The prices range from $19.99 per month for 24 months for an all-digital Xbox One S to $30.99 per month for 24 months or a total price of $743.76 for an Xbox One X. And then it says each subscription comes with 24 months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which allows, you the access to the library for games both on the Xbox and on the PC, and the controllers included with both too, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, Project Scarlet, a release window of holiday 2020.
Okay.
Is what
what about PS5? But yeah, as we were kind of saying, they are going to be having a trade-up program to that. So in the contract, I guess it says that you cannot trade in the leased console, or sell it because you won't own it until after 24 months. But with the Project Scarlet, they're allowing you 3 months early to trade it in towards that.
Yeah, that also saying between October and December of 2020.
And there you go. All right, cool. So we can say that with confidence now. So both 2020 holidays.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming PlayStation's going to follow suit and just do like a subscription or a lease type deal for the PS5.
It's unappealing to me.
Yeah. I mean, it's the way computers already do it too. There's, what's it called? Lease to buy or whatever.
It's
cell phones do the same thing. We do it every year with cell phones.
Well, not so much with cell phones. Cell phones, you're paying.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're paying your subscription with a little bit of a fee for the phone.
Yeah, but you're paying you're just paying the full face value for the phone. You're not.
Well, that's the thing with the consoles too. I call it a lease because they called it a lease in the thing, but it's
I know, but you're paying more than what you're actually gonna pay for the console long term.
I don't remember how much was Ultimate Game Pass supposed to be without the discount that we all got. Discount we mentioned on Gentlemen Geek Podcast a few weeks ago.
Well, I mean, if you think about it,
it's like $100 a year for the Xbox Live Gold and Ultimate Game Pass, right?
Something like that.
So you're still losing about $100 to $150 on a deal.
I mean,
but some people don't have the option to put it on a credit card or buy it outright. So $20 a month.
I understand that.
You know what I mean?
It's no differend than leasing a car. It's just the way I look at it.
No, I don't like to lease either because
I've always
you never own, you never have value.
Had the outlook of leasing is just such a waste of money, in my opinion. You pay all this money down up front towards.
God.
Yeah, but what most people don't understand, when you lease a car, they expect you to give a down payment of usually it's like $4 or $5 grand down.
Yep.
And then you make your lease payments, and then when the lease is up, hey, by the way, you want to buy this car out,
right?
It's going to be another $12 grand. You've already put in.
Not to mention if you go over your miles. because then you get
it's
mile
like,
charged.
it's like a quarter, 25 cents a mile over.
Yep. So I never thought it was a good deal either. With electronics, with phones, I mean, we all do it. Phones, it's an $800 device in your pocket that you don't pay $800 out for, right? Because we don't have that upfront money. Same thing goes for a $200, $300, $400 console. Some people can't make that either. That's why it's available. I think it's cool that it's available at least.
Yeah, it's a viable option for.
Look at Stadia. This is like almost a direct response to Stadia. Stadia's package, you get a Chromecast, it's a dongle thing. You get a controller, and you get the subscription to their service. It's no different than that, except you actually get a hard console.
Yeah.
So you're getting the best of both worlds. Besides the Xbox One S, no CD drive one, but that's just a streaming box at that point. But the One X, that you can go buy discs now. So that's kind of cool that Phil Spencer did not lie when he said consoles are still important, and he's showing it.
Yeah.
Because he could have done the same thing. He said, here's a dongle for your PC to go to your TV. You can cast it from a PC that you already own. Go digital. Go all digital. No. They kept the console important. That's actually a pretty cool thing.
Yeah.
So, all right. We'll get into the next topic. Guys, super excited to bring this one to you because normally we always talk about Marvel. We're going to take a break for that for this week because we know that there are some DC fans out there. We're going to be talking about the Wonder Twins.
Yeah.
Were they DC? Or was that? They were DC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Form of bucket. No, we're going to be talking about Batman movies.
The ambiguously gay duo.
The ambiguously gay duo. Or is it Gary and Ace? Yeah. So we're going to be talking about our top 5 favorite Batman movies. Again, guys, as we go through this, get on Twitter, get on YouTube. Let us know what your favorites are. If you think we messed up our lists, I think there's some similarities between both of ours.
Yeah.
But we'll try to give some reasons why maybe we like them, and because there might be beyond the movie itself why we like them. Maybe it's just a time of life, blah blah blah. But we'll get into it. Andy, why don't you start us off with your number 5?
My number 5.
Yeah.
So my number 5. Is Batman and Robin.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. My number 5 was Batman and Robin 2. So this one released in 1997.
Yep.
Joel Schumacher directed it. George Clooney was Batman. Chris O'Donnell was Robin, and Alicia Silverstone was Batgirl.
Yes.
That's what she was called in that one, right?
Yeah.
And then this one had Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy, Arnold as yeah.
Man.
And it was. I might have to go watch that one again.
I know, right?
Just for
Uma Thurman.
Just for Uma Thurman. And then Arnold as Mr. Freeze. Was there a third one in there? Can't remember now.
Bane.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, it's right. Yes, it's right. Okay, yeah. So, right. So I put this one in here for me. Okay, so I'm gonna try to explain this for me. This to me was a bad movie.
Yeah, it is a bad movie.
It's a bad movie, but it's so bad that it's just good. Like it's almost at that level of like cult following. Like either you hate it, you're never gonna watch it again, or it's a bad movie, but you still get kicks out of it, and it's still good.
I like the solid comic feel of it. It's vibrant.
Yep.
It's
very colorful.
Yeah.
It's very party-esque. It feels like the 90s.
Oh yeah.
And there's another one on this list that feels more like the 90s, and I think it's Joel Schumacher's artistic styles, let's say.
Yeah.
So do you have anything else you want to add with that one?
No, I mean,
Uma Thurman.
Yeah, Uma.
Yeah. The storyline was a little weird too.
Green tights.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. Playing a seductress in that one. But I think it was a little weird because it was, let me see if I can remember. It's like Bruce Wayne getting over the fact that he lost his parents to then become a foster parent almost to Robin, right? He was traveling, he was traveling circus guy, right? And then it kind of came like full round circle type thing. And I'm like, yeah, but that's Batman and Robin, but a surrogate dad, not a foster parent, surrogate dad. But yeah, so we'll move on to number 4. I'll start this one. I did Batman Begins, 2005. Chris Nolan directed. I think this was the start of a great series of Batmans. brought him into the now times, if you will.
Yeah.
And it brought the darkness, I think. Maybe not in this one. There were some pretty dark parts in it, but we'll get into even more darker after this. But this is Chris Nolan kind of dipping his toe into the backstory of Batman. I thought it was super cool that we got to see how he trained. Also that it's not just about strictly being a vigilante, but by holding back how you can also win. Thought that was pretty cool in this one. So why don't you give us your number 4? Unless you want to give some thoughts on that one.
I mean, I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah.
It was definitely interesting to see.
Like Liam Neeson was a BA in this movie.
Oh yeah.
It was so cool. Heart punch.
Well, not just that, just to see, not to realize that he's the villain.
Right.
It was kind of a plot twist.
Yeah, he was a villain, but in a way, he wasn't just like villain, like in your face villain. We're an anti-society organization. We don't want the world to live like it is currently. We want to rebuild it in an image that we believe in.
Yep.
That was pretty cool too, because it wasn't just like villain. Because usually in Batman movies, you know who the villain is.
Yeah.
You know, they got their face split down the middle, or they're sitting on the throne laughing, or he's holding grenades in his pocket with a little thing. Like you know who the villain is. But this one it was pretty cool take on it.
Twist.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Why don't you give your number 4?
My number 4 is it's an animated film.
Okay.
Dark Knight Returns.
All right, this one I haven't seen, so why don't you give a little synopsis?
It's pretty much just a straightforward
Mm-hmm.
re-envisioning of the graphic novel.
Okay.
Kind of along the lines of Batman versus Superman.
Okay.
Which
was a horrible movie.
That was, but
I hate Ben Affleck. I'm sorry, I'll say it. Ben Affleck's the worst Batman.
But the story takes place later on. You see an older Bruce Wayne, really beaten and battered, really rough around the edges. Yep. The grind has gotten to him.
Gotcha.
All in all, he comes back out of retirement.
Okay.
Because he retired for a while.
Cool.
So
cool.
Pretty good story.
Yeah, I'll have to check that one out. And I'll have to check out another one on this list that I'm kind of ashamed to say I haven't seen.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a little bit. But the number 3, why don't you kick this one off?
Me?
Yeah.
Number 3, Batman Returns.
Nice. That's a good pick.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Michael Keaton makes a good Batman.
Michael Keaton is the Batman. Come at me. Michael Keaton is Batman. That's it. That's all I gotta say about that. Did you want to talk about that one a little bit for yourself? I'm gonna talk about it in a little bit, but if you don't have to say anything about it now if you don't want to. But
no, I mean,
yeah,
it was definitely a dark.
Yeah.
For the time, it was a dark movie.
Tim Burton, baby.
It was kind of had a Nightmare Before Christmas-ish feel to it.
Yep. Absolutely.
So
yeah, we'll get more into that in just a minute. But my next one, number 3, is Batman Forever.
Oof.
1995. Joel Schumacher again directed. Val Kilmer as Batman, Jim Carrey as the Riddler, Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face. There's a specific reason why this one, because I love Jim Carrey, so yeah, I think he made a good, fantastic.
He made a good Riddler
as Riddler. But also this was the most 90s movie that I can think, like in my mind, when I think of the 90s, this is it. It's bright, it's colorful, it's overly colorful. It's like they came off the comic book pages. The toys that came along with this Batman movie, I can still remember having Two-Face and like the leopard skin and the pinkish, almost purplish like burn off of his face and everything like that.
Yeah.
That to me, just in my time in life, really signified it was so just weird and colorful and
over the top.
Over the top. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. This exemplified the comic book movie, right? That's kind of just what I think it has just a place in time for me. It may not be on anybody else's list, but it is for me. So
it's not on mine.
I'll kick off number 2. I did The Dark Knight, 2012. This one was by Chris Nolan again. Second one. Directed. It's Christian Bale was Batman. Heath Ledger was the Joker. Dark Knight. So it was a darker movie. Showcases, I think this is one of the most important things, is it showcased the struggle, almost the yin and yang of the Joker and Batman. Batman can't be Batman without Joker, and Joker can't be himself without Batman. They kind of need each other. And that's exemplified and repeated throughout the movie, because do you save the ship with all the people on it, or do you kill the Joker? Batman won that one by just capturing the Joker in this one, but Batman was able to rise above and show that restraint. You don't have to kill someone to get the job done, basically, which the Joker wanted to show that Batman could be bent in that way to kill him. So, but I think that was good. Just on this note, just real quick, I think The Dark Knight Rises was the worst of the newer Batmans with Christian Bale. The only thing good about that was what's her face in the movie as Catwoman.
Oh yes, Anne Hathaway.
Thank you. Yes, that was
good.
That was good.
Yeah.
But the rest of it, I mean, Bale was kind of cool, his story and everything like that. But
Bane,
sorry, I said Bale.
Oh.
Christian Bale. Slip of the tongue.
Yeah.
Bane. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. But yeah, I think that one to me was just kind of the worst. It kind of, unfortunately, Heath Ledger passed away before that movie was done. I think that kind of threw Chris Nolan for a loop, maybe.
Yes.
I think he expected Heath Ledger to be available for the last one, but unfortunately wasn't. But anyway, so that was my number 2. What was your number 2?
My number 2 is also Dark Knight.
Okay, sweet. Nailed it.
So
any reasons or thoughts on that?
All in all, I thought it was kind of a solid movie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I always preferred Jack Nicholson.
Uh-huh.
His portrayal of the Joker.
Yeah.
But I thought he Heath Ledger had a pretty good twist on.
Yeah. Certainly better than Leto's.
I think anybody's is better than Leto's.
I got to see the Joaquin Phoenix one, but that's not in the same universe as what we're talking about right now.
No, it's not, but
it seems like it could be pretty good. But again, we haven't seen that yet. So for a future topic on that one, do you want to do your number 1?
My number 1 is the 1989 Batman.
This one, guys, I haven't seen, so I can't compare.
Shame on you.
Yeah, Jack and Heath, unfortunately. So Heath is my favorite Joker, but I haven't seen Jack. So
yeah, you haven't seen. I mean, it's not a perfect movie by any means, but for the time, I mean, I remember seeing it in the theater.
Yeah,
and just being blown away by it.
Mm-hmm. Plus the Batmobile.
They had the Batmobile.
Batman was sick. That carried over, of course, into the next one. But yes. I think we got this topic today because you sent a picture of the Lego.
Yeah, the Lego
Batman from that movie.
Yeah,
Batmobile. Yeah. Which is why I'm like, let's just do a top 5. Let's just do that, and we'll just talk about it as we go. But
yeah, the that Batmobile, I'm pretty sure was designed and built off of a Corvette chassis.
Ooh, okay. I mean, it looks slick. It's my favorite looking Batmobile. It resonates in your mind of like how cool, how shapely it is.
I mean, even if you look at like the Batmobile out of the Batman the animated series, I like the styling of that one too.
Yeah. Next segment will be the most favorite Bat vehicles.
Yes.
Yeah, I like the Air, the one that looks like the Signal, the Bat plane, but it actually looks like the Bat thing.
That was the first one.
Yeah. So.
The original.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, was that in the second one or the second one with Michael Keaton? Because I know he had the Batmobile because he got trapped in the streets by like during the presents and all that. Yeah. He got trapped in the streets, like they hijacked his car and he had to shoot out the bottom of it. Right? Pretty sure that was in that movie. Pretty sure. If not, I just got a never beer.
Yeah.
I could be misremembering that because there are a lot of Batman movies. I know Christian Bale also exited out of his Bat tank on his motorcycle, which that was a pretty cool thing too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the motorcycle.
The motorcycle scene. That was pretty cool. So, anywho, we'll go on to my number one. Did you have anything else you wanted to add to yours?
No,
Okay.
no.
All right. So, my number one is The Batman Returns. 1992, Tim Burton directed. Michael Keaton as Batman, Danny DeVito as the Penguin, and Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman. I think I already kind of explained earlier that Michael Keaton, I think, redefined the superhero role, which is fantastic. Actually, did I explain that earlier? Or was that before the show?
It was before the
Before the
show.
show? Let me explain now. So I think Michael Keaton showed that you didn't have to be an action star, like this big, bulky Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone type brute and have one-liners and things like that. You could actually act the part and still be, Bruce Wayne and still be Batman. I think he made an excellent Bruce Wayne.
I think so too.
Yeah. So to me, my favorite Batman movie is The Batman Returns. Can't remember. Yeah, no. The video game, it was either Batman Returns or Batman, the original. Was it Returns?
It was
One for
Batman
each.
Returns.
Yeah, I think I remember
on
that
the
one.
Super Nintendo and
Yeah.
the Nintendo.
But the straight, like, mental, it seems like everybody in this movie was fighting their own morality.
And demons.
And demons, yeah, like Michelle Pfeiffer with Christopher Walken, and being kicked off the building, then licked by cats, and all of a sudden she's Catwoman, because that's how it works. So just fall out of a building, everybody. Don't fall out of a building. Don't do that, please. But that was cool. The Penguin becoming the mayor. What?
Yeah.
And then he obviously is ridiculed at the end and made fun of and blah, 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 which makes him lose his mind. But it was just so Tim Burton, I guess, right? It was just so Tim Burton. So anyway, that one was my favorite. Do you have anything else you want to add to
It happens at Christmas time.
it? So is it a Christmas movie?
Kind of.
All right. So then that makes Die Hard a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay, cool. All right. I think that one was released in June, if I'm correct, in the theaters. But anyway. All right, guys. So we'll kind of get on to the last kind of big announcement that we kind of teased at the beginning of the show. We're going to be working on something, a little project of ours. We didn't know if we wanted to do it as a podcast episode. We've kind of already done something like that in the past where we kind of focused on one thing. So I think we're going to try to do something a little bit more spiffy, a little bit more dressed up maybe. So stick around for that. It's in honor of one of the games that we played that released 17 years ago to yesterday's date, I think it released in the US.
Yep.
So stay tuned for that. We'll maybe tease out a little bit more, but for right now, that's all I'm going to give you.
That's it.
That's it. So guys, thanks for checking us out. Check out all of our links and social media at gentlemengeek.com, and we will catch you later.
Later.
This has been a Gentlemen Geek production. Follow us on Twitter at gentlemen_geek. Or visit our WordPress website at www.gentlemengeekpodcast.wordpress.com. Thank you for listening.